Good afternoon, Arcata and Humboldt County. Welcome on in to an evening with Ellis. Bienvenido a una noche con Ellis. How is everyone doing? I hope everyone is doing fantabulous and fantastic. I'm doing pretty well today myself, which thank God. We never like any blues or down moods. We like to be vibrating high at a strong frequency. So hopefully I will be dishing out some of that energy to you guys. So yeah, I hope everyone is doing fantastic. Hope everyone is healthy and is ready to groove, because I found some fantastic house music today right before the show. Big resource to check out new music is Beatport. www.com, Beatport. Oh, geez, www.com. Yeesh, brain fart. www.beatport.com. They have a variety of genres on there that you could go and see the top 10, as well as newer songs within that genre. So definitely recommend that to everyone out there, for DJs and non-DJs, just for finding great new dance music. It is a perfect resource. So yeah, we are going to get jamming here. As I was advertising on Instagram, I was saying that the second hour will be oldies, which will probably be cutting it down to about a half hour just due to the amount of wonderful dance music that I found, both minimal techno, deep tech, some new disco, some organic house, some progressive house, psytrance song, so a variety of things. So that's why it's good to go check out Beatport. They also have a curated playlist on Spotify where they automatically update the top 10 for each new category. So deep house, top 10, boom, you could find it. Minimal tech, boom, you could find it. So we are going to start it off with some kind of harder hitting ones, about 5 of them, and then I will check back in with you lovely people. It is April 5th, 2023, 3 o'clock here in Arcata, California, Pacific time. It was a bit sunny out this morning, and now it's kind of gone into a slight gloom, although it's not the darkest glooms that we experience here. But it is warming up, so big shout out to the air and the temperature rising. Really appreciate the warm weather, because when it's wet and gloomy and you can't really go outside, then it gets pretty depressing and heavy on the body, and you don't want to go outside, hard on the joints. So we welcome in the warm weather. So come on in, warm weather. So let's get this rolling. We're going to start it off kind of with a tech housey song, which tech house will always be there for everyone, but I've definitely been inching away from it just because it's so predictable, and I think that's why I like deep house and minimal and techno more so recently in the last handful of months, last half year or so. Definitely started off with just needing to play tech house for everyone, because that's definitely the hypey stuff. And when you DJ and go on the stage, you definitely want to keep the attention of the audience engaged, and that often requires playing stuff that's going to really loop them in. And tech house can do that with the build-ups, the drops, the transitions, choruses, the bridges, all of it. It's a math equation to get your booty bumping and your feet moving and your shoulders twisting and jiving. So we are going to start off with Kilo. It is a Martinez Brothers song. It's a Beltran remix. Beltran, he's been a very up-and-coming artist as of recently. He's very engaging on Instagram too, which is really cool. So you can message him and you could say, great song, and he'll reply back, which I think is really cool. I think more artists need to be able to do that. Instagram's weird. It's a really weird thing. I think it's weird for everyone. Everyone has a weird relationship with it, going on it too much, not going on it enough, posting it, and then, posting it too much, and that person's got a big ego, and la 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 la. You got to market yourself. For myself, being a DJ, it's all about marketing, getting your name out there, because no one else will do it for you. A lot of people don't really like the creative side of it, but I definitely do. Making posters, making playlists, putting on YouTube, and making public playlists. That's definitely my jam. And speaking of which, you guys can go onto YouTube, and I have 2 videos of my live performance at the Eagle House back in January, which we rocked the house, rocked the shiznit. And I also released 2 videos, too, of 2 mixes, House 1 and House 2. They're up on my YouTube channel. And if you go to my Instagram, go to Linktree, it should be the first tab, my YouTube videos right there. And then I believe it's my website, and then it's my online store, and then I believe my Spotify playlist. So go to the Linktree via Instagram, so L.S.B_, and then just go to my profile. It's a public profile, and then you can go there and find my YouTube videos. So definitely check that out. I would appreciate the support. A couple of them got a handful of views, so really appreciate that. So that was a little promoting of myself, but we're going to just jump right into the music. So, like I said, we're going to start off with Kilo by the Martinez Brothers, Beltran remix, and then another newer song, Roll the Dice, from Bart Skills from Drum Code Records. It's been my favorite record label besides Solid Grooves Records of recently, just that deeper house, deeper tech. And then from there, we're going to go with a kind of a bit more of a intenser song, Wreck-It Ralph via Trick Label, which is Patrick Topping's label. And then we're going to play another song that we've already heard, but I really enjoy. It's called New Life by Dennis Cruz. Super, super cool. And again, it's that kind of deeper house and whatnot. And then we're going to go to Lies, Gorge and Nick Curley remix. And then I'll tap back in with you guys. So I'm going to stop talking, and we're going to start to rock the house. So thank you guys for tuning in with An Evening with Ellis. So let's go.
Qué cabrona, qué perra me siento. A los cueros me le vengo adentro. Tengo el pucho del bloque contento. En el punto me hizo un monumento. Tierna. Quiero kilo.
خمسة ستة خمسة ستة سبعة ثمانية ستة سبعة ثمانية ستة ستة 12 18 قوم تولد 1 2 3 4 5 6 5 6 7 8 6 7 8 6 6 12 18 قوم تولد 1 2 3 4 5 6 5 6 7 8 6 7 8 6 6 12 18 قوم تولد ستة خمسة ستة سبعة ثمانية ستة سبعة ثمانية ستة ستة 12 18 قوم تولد 1 2 3 4 5 6 5 6 7 8 6 7 8 6 6 12 18 قوم تولد 1 2 3 4 5 6 5 6 7 8 6 7 8 6 6 12 18 قوم تولد 1 2 3 4 5 6 5 6 7 8 6 7 8 6 6 12 18 قوم تولد 1 2 3 4 5 6 5 6 7 8 6 7 8 6 6 12 18 قوم تولد 1 2 3 4 5 6 5 6 7 8 6 7 8 6 6 12 18 قوم تولد 1 2 3 4 5 6 5 6 7 8 6 7 8 6 6
sky, you know how I feel. Blues drifting on by, you know how I feel. It's a new dawn, it's a new day. It's a new life for me. It's a new dawn, it's a new day. It's a new life for me.
as it flows through your soul. Free your mind, feel the rhythm. Let your body lose control. Free your mind, feel the rhythm as it flows through your soul. Free your mind, feel the rhythm. Let your body lose control. Free your mind, feel the rhythm as it flows through your soul. Free your mind, feel the rhythm. Let your body lose control. Free your mind, feel the rhythm as it flows through your soul. Free your mind, feel the rhythm. Let your body lose control.
Not bad at all. I hope everyone is doing fantabulous. It's an evening with Ellis, currently speaking, and we were just listening to some wonderful house. We started that off with the Martinez Brothers. It was a Beltran remix of Kilo, and then we kind of progressed into more deeper house there, and it was all very, very good stuff. I always forget what plays, even though it was 2 seconds ago. All right, yeah, so yeah, it was the Kilo, the Martinez Brothers song, that Beltran remix, and then it was followed up by Roll the Dice, Bart Skills from Drum Code Records. Then it was Wreck-It Ralph, which cut some audio from, what was that movie, Wolf of Wall Street. We're not leaving. I'm not leaving. Definitely kind of an inappropriate song if we have any young listeners out there, but for the adults, it's definitely a funner one. And it's that Trick label, kind of faster techno. Maybe not that super heavy, deep techno, but that quicker pace, that so appreciate Trick. Hopefully they listen to this one day. I always tag them in Instagram. And then we followed it up with New Life by Dennis Cruz. Definitely a repeat song, but it's a great one. Love Dennis. He's on that track was actually released in 2016 and on Snatch Records, not the typical Solid Grooves records. But that's the thing about DJs, is that they will play a different style of song, different kind of feel to it, based on different record labels. You may be thinking, well, duh. But all dance music is different, and each record label wants to have a specific sound, but they will kind of expand within that sound. So, like I said, that Solid Grooves records, it's can range, but it's typically a minimal kind of bassier, minimal bass, and then you have, Trick Label, which is just a faster kind of pop tech almost, poppy, fast techno, so, but not that real deep, heavy stuff. And then after that, New Life, that song, we had Lies by Gorge and Nick Curley. It's a Denny and Gorge song, but it was a Nick Curley remix, and that was a great deep house. And then we followed it up with another deep house song called Begin Again by Audio Jack. Audio Jack's also very good. We kind of started it off with kind of tech housey, then to techno-ish, and then some deep house. So I love the depth of the deep house. It's definitely my favorite. Minimal techno is definitely my my go-to. It's definitely my jam. I usually am always one or two stepping. If you see me DJing, I'm always bopping my left leg. If my left leg's going, then that's how you know I'm enjoying it and having a wonderful time. So just as I hope all of you guys are having a wonderful time, hope everyone is healthy, happy, and doing the best that they can to support themselves in this crazy, crazy world. It's hard to keep up with it, and it's good to just take care of yourself in whatever way you can, and to be there for yourself, because we need to be there for ourselves so that we can then be there for the world, because the world is just a reflection of within. So let's all work today to just forgive ourselves and to see the positive in ourselves, and let's just rock and roll, So that's kind of the message for today, is to do something for yourself. And we're going to follow up that lovely positive message with a big shout out to our local businesses that continue to support us here at Humboldt Hot Air. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful internet radio station. Everyone here is fantastic. I've really enjoyed the opportunity to play here and have this show. So we'd like to thank everyone here, all the other DJs. Neroli, she does great at coordinating everything and piecing it all together. But then these local businesses also help contribute to keep our funding going and keep the lights on and the audio flowing. And there's also opportunities to do underwriting. So if you're a local business that's listening out there, or you're listening right now in a business, you should mention to them, hey, you want to be shouted out on Humboldt Hot Air. We have a wide reach of people, and we can also listen to the shows, too, at a later time. So if everyone is wondering, how can I listen to an old show? If you guys go to program schedule on the website, and then it will save, I believe, the last 2 weeks' worth of shows. So if you missed any of my shows, go back and check on it. So you'll go down to Wednesday, whatever the last day was, and then go to 3 to 5. You click on it, and then it'll pop up a player, and then you click play again. You'd think that a lot of this would be kind of self-explanatory, but I oftentimes have to really send out a lot of links for people to listen to the show. They're what's the link? And it's I told you 5 times, but that's all right. We're practicing patience here. We're practicing patience, but definitely trying to spread the show, spread the music, and spread the reach that we can all have here, not only myself, but the other DJs. So let's cut to the point. Wildberries. Support comes from Wildberries Marketplace. Wildberries is proud to offer a broad choice of quality products, superior service, and exceptional ambiance, while supporting many organizations in our community, just like Humboldt Hot Air. Head over to the home of the Wild Platter Cafe and the Wild Nectar Juice Bar for all your shopping needs, and don't forget they have delivery and curbside every day. Wildberries Marketplace, your supermarket of choice, top of the hill, G Street in Arcata. Check out the juice and smoothie bar, too, for some delicious smoothies and juices. I got the Emerald Forest today and the Purple Haze with some avocados in there and beets and all kinds of stuff. So I am activated today. So I've got some good people over there too. Would like to also talk about Six Rivers Brewery. Donors include Six Rivers Brewery in McKinleyville, offering its own delicious handcrafted beers, a full bar, and an outside lounge with live music. Catch local fish companies, food truck parked outside, or stay inside and choose from their full menu packed with sandwiches, salads, and more. They are open at noon every day except Sunday and Monday. That's Six Rivers Brewery, the brew with a view. Nice. I like the little play on words there. All right, and then we got one more. We got a schedule to follow as to when and which businesses, because they want it on a specific day. So we got next, Heart of Humboldt. 420 in Humboldt is a timeless tradition fueled by happiness, creativity, and cannabis. The Heart of Humboldt has been a part of the celebration since 2005. This year is no different as we gear up for another great party. Find promos, demos, and more when you join us in the store. The first 100 customers will get a prize, and every customer will get one of our indoor pre-rolls grown on site in Arcata, California. Show your support with new merch, including a chance to grab exclusive 420 t-shirts only available that day. Enjoy a delicious plate of Hawaiian food from the Pineapple Express food truck as you decide between which stony strains to smoke first. Spend 420 at the Heart of Humboldt for the love of Humboldt. 420 is coming up, so all you non-stoners get excited. Just kidding. We definitely live in a bubble up here, up in Humboldt, in terms of the marijuana use and, just comparing it to the rest of the country. It's an incredible plant with a lot of medicinal properties. I've been blessed to be able to work in a variety of corners of the industry, whether that's up on a farm, in a dispensary, driving it. I used to drive up and down the state for a company, long hours. I've cleaned facilities, so I've done cannabis oil pen filling, so kind of done it all. But one thing there we go. Gosh, little folder doesn't want to get in there. One thing I realized is that it's not totally like this all over the country. You kind of can think about that when you're here, but there's a lot of states out there that I really do not like it, which is very weird, given that the trajectory of it is to become legalized in all the states and then federally legalized so that the government and everyone can then start making money, because that is the name of the game. It's making money, and everyone wants a little piece of the cut. So, it's definitely something to take to not take for granted up here, is the wonderful uses of marijuana and whatnot. So, we got 420 coming up, and not the biggest a deal for me, probably not for a lot of people, but hey, I don't want to upset some people, so if you want to do whatever you want to do on 420 and to the maximum, all glory to you. It is definitely going to be a stony day that day. So thank you to those local businesses. Went on a little 420 rant right there. But let's get back on track. We're also going to do some things on this day in history, specifically on this day in music history. I really enjoy doing this because I actually learn a lot of cool stuff. So let's start out with some of the things that happened on this day. In 1803, first performance of Ludwig van Beethoven's Second Symphony in D, conducted by the composer in Vienna. As I said at the last show, I would freaking love to time travel and to go see a symphony, especially out there in Europe, and just straight up, like with Beethoven, Mozart, whatever else, to just be in the crowd and see it would be very, very, very cool. It's incredible music. Classical music is always wonderful to listen to, no matter what. Would always listen to it doing homework. And we got 1902, Maurice Ravel's Pavane pour une infante defunte, Pavane for a dead princess, premieres in Paris, performed by Spanish pianist Ricardo Viñez. Ravel, he did one of my favorite songs, Bolero, which is like a 10-minute, 12-minute song of just a building up of drums, and it's fantastic. Definitely everyone go check that out, Bolero. 1963, the Beatles received their first silver disc, Please Please Me. Great song. I know there's a handful of people, especially around my age, who, or I guess even like a little younger, I'm 28, who really don't like the Beatles. I grew up listening to the Beatles. My dad played records for me, and I very much enjoy them. I could see how the poppiness of them is non-enjoyable, but you got to admit that they have had a huge impact on the music history. So I will go down defending the Beatles. I love them. I think that they had a very interesting kind of evolution through the pop into the more spiritual and then their own individual careers. So shout out to the Beatles. And then today, actually, we have 2 birthdays. Pharrell Williams is 50 years old, which is crazy. Does not look 50 in the picture that I'm looking at. And then we also got Juicy J. Shout out Juicy J. Going hard in the paint. 48 years old. Again, does not look 48. And then one that I did not know, we got Agnetha, and I'm not even going to try to pronounce her last name. It's Swedish, but she is the blonde lead singer for ABBA, and ABBA is my favorite. So shout out to those guys. Shout out to Beethoven. Shout out to the Beatles. And shout out to the rest of the things happening on this day in history. And shout out to the listeners, you guys. We're going to get back to the music, but thank you guys for listening. This is an Evening with Ellis. This is my second to last show here. I'm actually going to talk, try to coordinate something about recording when I'm down at the campground and setting in maybe like an hour or so, and whether that's going to be live mixing down there or just me talking and whatnot. I'm going to get some recording equipment, and then out of my little cabin, I hope to send up some shows that will then be played up here. So yes, second to last show here in Arcata, so check back in for the next one. 7 days, next Wednesday. That'll be the last official one here. So let me stop talking. Let's get back to the grooving. Hopefully I didn't lose any of you guys. We can see here about who the number of listeners and whatnot, so hopefully I don't lose people, and hopefully more people are tuning in. So again, if you guys want to do a shout out, a request, or anything, 707-382-1398. You guys can message in, call or message in. I see a lot of other shows get a lot of other responses, so don't feel scared to message Ellis during his show. I definitely appreciate the feedback and any requests. I really enjoy this, so I will gladly open that and read it and play the song or cue it up or whatever else. So let's get back to the music. So yeah, that was a bit of a deeper little stretch that we had there. But now we're going to be going into kind of more poppy disco, like new disco influenced house, and kind of that more classic house song or house noises and sounds and whatnot. A lot of that drum, that snare, that high snare, going to be going in that direction. And this new, or not new, but recently discovered for me, artist and DJ Block and Crown. They have a ton of remixes of classic songs of Michael Jackson, of 50 Cent, and a couple other tunes. I just discovered them, again, as I was saying earlier, via Beatport. So we're going to start off with them. It's Human Nature. This is going to be kind of that housey remix of Michael Jackson's Human Nature. After that, we got Fly High by Babes on the Run. And then we got another remix, or just twist up, I guess you can say, Superstition by Angelo Ferreri, and Moon Rocket. And then we got Lose My Mind by Jamie Jones. Jamie Jones is fantastic. Everyone listen to him as much as you can. And then we got Relax My Eyes by ANOTR, Another. They're like a Spanish DJ group, and this song's going to be actually pretty kind of lighter for their typical stuff. And then we got Comma Cat by Purple Disco Machine Rework, and that song's going to be freaking awesome. I definitely really enjoyed that one. And then I'll tap back in with you guys, and then we're going to go into more minimal stuff with Lat Moon, Just Two, and Bob Masella. But that will be in quite a bit of time. So yeah, we got Human Nature coming up, and we're going to be kind of funner disco-y house, and then we will get back into the minimal choppier stuff. So thank you guys for listening. Really appreciate it. Love you guys, and let's get dancing.
Looking up across the nighttime, the city winks and sleeps eye. Hear her voice, shake my window. Sweet seducing signs, get me out into the nighttime. For what won't hold me tonight. trick eyes are everywhere. See that girl, she knows I'm watching. She likes the way I stand. If they say why, stand that is human nature. Why does he do it that way? If they say why, stand that is human nature. Why does he do it that way? I like living this way. I like loving this way. Why? Open up
Relax my eyes, I see flashing lights, and I'm not alone. Are you alright on the other side? I can feel you close. I feel alive, hear the drums get high and the bass down low. Open your mind, we could dance all night. Don't wanna go.
Hope everyone was enjoying that lovely kind of disco-y house. I can never really go wrong with it. It's definitely a crowd pleaser for sure. Anytime you're looking for something kind of safe to play, I'd recommend playing some kind of disco-y, funky influenced house. So because it just incorporates a lot of fun, old school styles and notes and sounds and whatnot into it. So that one song, that Jamie Jones song, was really awesome. Lose My Mind. And there's a couple other ones in there. Superstition was really good, that Stevie Wonder remix, and that Purple Disco Machine rework, the Comic Cat. That is definitely a favorite of mine. Like I said before the show, I was going on Beatport and just trying to find some new variety and newer songs because you got to stay fresh. And that was one of the ones that really stuck out. Purple Disco Machine, I think a majority of people like him. It's an awesome live show, too. Forgetting where exactly, maybe potentially back in Chicago where I saw him, but just a great performance, too. So shout out to all the house heads out there. Shout out to all the listeners out there. Shout out to all my friends that are listening in right now. Appreciate you guys. It's an Evening with Ellis. We're going to keep on rocking here. We are, though, going to mention some things that are happening in this lovely community. Upcoming this Saturday on the 8th, we got Disco Night at Richard's Goat, Dason, and P. Jones. Might have butchered the first one. But yeah, Disco Night this Saturday on the 8th at Richard's Goat. Always a fun venue to go over there, get a drink, and enjoy yourself. It's a cool little kind of bar area, and then you go into the smaller room, and can definitely get pretty packed in there, and it can get pretty hot. So drink water and make sure you stay ventilated, because when we're dancing, we can be sweating and moving, and it can get hot pretty quick. And then another one, too, over in Eureka at Siren Songs. Total Devastation Tuesday, April 18th at Siren Songs Tavern, 325 2nd Street in Eureka. A-Tray Billis, dissonant death metal from Canada. Very cool. Echo Death, Humboldt One-Man Synth Doom. Wow. And then we got Sacrifice Satanicus, a Humboldt Death Slam duo. All ages, $10, ID to drink. Hopefully, no matter whenever you drink, they're checking your IDs. So yeah, we got some death metal going on over there. It's kind of funny. These are actually, you could read these, but a lot of the death metal or metal influenced bands, their posters, it can sometimes be nearly impossible to read the fonts because it's a very kind of like gothic and very interesting, intricate font, and there's a couple on here that I actually couldn't read. So if you're in a death metal group, I would say choose a font that's pretty hardcore and pretty intimidating, but also something that you could read. Had it out at, I was out in public once. I forgot where I was going at. I might have been at the Jam or walking past the Jam, and there's a couple people that were trying to read a poster. This guy was like, "Hey, can anyone understand this?" And, I looked at the thing, and it was like hieroglyphs, so totally understand that. So, yeah, if you're going to make a poster and whatnot, or, you're kind of trying to promote yourself, make sure it's legible and people are able to read it, because they do want to support it. But if they can't even read it, then how can they support it? So, yes, Siren Song over in Eureka. Got some things going on over there. I believe on the 16th, too, they also have some shows, and the 18th. So it's going to be popping right before that 420 day. Eureka, there's a handful of venues over there, as well as here in Arcata, the Jam, the Goat, the ATL, Arcata Theater Lounge. And there were, the Griffin was going around, but that unfortunately closed down. I used to play out at Humboldt Social Bay. That's an awesome venue. It's just hard to get people out there, but it's a really cool. They got an old airplane hangar out there. They do weddings out there, and they can also do some bands out there. So I would check it out too. If there's any musicians listening, or any other DJs or band members or people trying to promote their stuff, it's all about reaching out to these places. Oftentimes, you need some sort of personal connection. Thankfully, I've been blessed enough here in this town to have a lot of friends that are, either work at these places, or they know the owners or the managers. And, it just takes reaching out. It takes just being confident in your craft and reaching out and suggesting it, suggesting opportunities, suggesting shows, because music's essential. Music's eternal. People love music of all ways, shapes, and forms. And what's cool about digital DJing and whatnot, you could still do it on vinyl, but what's cool about all of us modern DJs is that on our programs, we could just, play really whatever. It doesn't necessarily have to be house music or whatever. It's good to have all kinds of music in your library ready to go, because you never know when that person will be like, "Hey, I want some reggae," or "Hey, I want some hip-hop." And it's like, dude, I've been playing house for the last 2 hours. Where did you get this reggae or hip-hop thing? But then you have those songs on your library, because it's important to be there for the people. The DJ is there to obviously spin their music and spin their flavor onto it and get the crowd going. But it's also still important to, listen to the crowd and take in suggestions. But also, speaking on this, if a DJ is deep in his mix, and if he's out, especially in a public space, or he's really into it, please do not go up to him and say, "Hey, can you play this?" or "Hey, can you play that?" It's nothing wrong with asking, but you should just have the sense of awareness that this DJ has put in a lot of time, maybe created a set playlist, or doesn't even have that song, or just doesn't want to be bothered. So just to be conscientious of any showgoers or people seeing a DJ. It's not just me. I'm not just trying to sound like a sourpuss. This is kind of a universal DJ thing. So, just enjoy the music, and obviously you can suggest it, but maybe do it afterwards, or, just afterwards or before or something, and then just hands off and dance. So, yes, now we are going to go back into my kind of favorite house music. I was initially going to be playing some oldies and whatnot, but that's out the window. So we're just going to keep going with the ones and twos and the boots and cats. So again, hopefully everyone's doing fantastic. Hopefully everyone is exercising, drinking enough water, journaling, doing what they need to do to take care of their mind and their body, and also their joints, so that they're able to move them to dance. So again, appreciate everyone listening. I will get this show, both the one that I was on earlier from 9:30 or 9:35 to about 11. I was playing some softer rock, some folk music. I will get that one uploaded to YouTube, as well as this show too. It's a little difficult kind of piecing together, compressing 2 hours worth of audio and then putting it into video, but it is possible. So like I was saying, on my YouTube page, you can go there for 2 of my mixes. Well, actually 3 mixes, the lo-fi house mix, and then 2 just kind of house influence, like deeper, techno or minimal tech, deep house. Those other 2 mixes will be good. And for them, the actual visual is on the first one, it's going to be the first 15 minutes is going to be me mixing, and on cue, I recorded it and then I put over the audio to match it up. But then my camera died, so I had to just like repeat the video and I flipped it backwards. Because sometimes you need a lot of actual visual content to add on to these mixes. But what I like to do, and I guess it's a more artistic thing, is I like to even put like random visuals up, not so much like patterns and geometric stuff, but just random videos from my adventures through California, through my hiking, through the conservation experience. I got a lot of nature videos, and so I like to put these just like random videos on top of the music. Or another thing that I like to do at parties, if I do have the ability to get the remote, I'll put on synchronized dancing, which can kind of, I've actually had weird reactions to it at parties, that I put on videos of people dancing, but I think synchronized dancing is such a interesting visual, and it can be very cool, and 9 times out of 10 it starts to go to the music. At the last kind of party I played at my buddy Phil's house, shout out Phil, he just turned 29, as well as Greg's birthday, shout out those guys, a bunch of good guys over there, Johnny, Pete, Matt, shout out to you guys. They put on some snowboarding and skiing videos as well as some car racing videos, and those 2 also line up. So if I had any folks out there that played Need for Speed or anything like that, you can kind of know that house music goes pretty well with it. That soundtrack's already there. Oftentimes it's Ibiza 2022, let's go, boom, boom. And it's a lot of progressive sort of music. So that was fun to do that. So check out my YouTube. These shows this show right now will be up there, as well as the one earlier, but that's a whole different vibe. So I'll get those uploaded probably tonight or tomorrow, just to get as much content out there as possible, because I want people to listen to my stuff and for my reach to get out there and to market myself as much as possible. So let's stop talking. Let's get back to the music. So we are going to start it off with Lat Moon, Just Play. This song is freaking awesome. And then we're going to go to Multicore, which is a Solid Grooves raw record. So that tends to be very minimal, kind of deeper, odd stuff. And then we got Baby Hot Stuff. And then we're going to play 2 more that are going to be a mystery. And then I'll check back in with you guys. So all in all, we're doing fantastic today, and we're going to keep dancing. So thank you guys for listening. Again, this is an Evening with Ellis, and I will check back in with you guys right after these songs.
Looking
kinema, cause it don't mean a thing if you're looking at my I'ma do my thing while you're playing with ya. I'ma do my thing while you're playing with ya. I'ma do my thing while you're playing with ya.
I see you, you make me lose all control, like a fire burning deep in my soul, yeah. And when I feel you, it feels like I'm in heaven. It goes on forever, like a diamond ago. Oh yeah. Deep in my soul, yeah. When I see you, you make me lose all control, like a fire burning deep in my soul, yeah. And when I feel you, it feels like I'm in heaven. It goes on forever, like a diamond ago. Oh yeah. Deep in my soul.
Freaking love that one. Deep Dip by Detlef. Thank you guys for sticking with me. We're coming up on the last bit of time. I'm going to queue up some fun songs that I just freaking love and that everyone will love. I'm going to queue them up, and then we're going to be switching shows here. So I got about 13 minutes left, so I'm going to be queuing up some stuff. So thank you guys for tuning in. As always, appreciate it. Again, you guys can always text in or call in 707-382-1398 into HumboldtHotAir.org, this lovely internet radio show that we all enjoy so much, that we enjoy all the DJs coming in and spinning off their wonderful music or whatever they're doing or talking or however the show is. We love it. So yeah, I'm just going to set you guys off to some funky, upbeat house. And what will that be? That will be LF System, the good homie and very solid homie, Gavin, out in Colorado. Recently saw them out at Red Rocks, and he sent me some videos. And it just brought me onto the feels again. It's a wonderful DJ group, LF System. They incorporate a lot of funk and disco vocals into their tracks, and it's just fantastic. So we're going to start off with them, and then I'll probably queue up a couple more. Maybe Ewan Mikavar. Maybe let's throw him in here, Tell me something good. That's Shaka Khan. Let's cue that up too. And then we'll just send you guys on there. So appreciate you guys. Again, this is an Evening with Ellis, second to last show until the Forest series comes, but that won't be until late May when I actually get into the Forest. And we're just going to keep dancing and whatnot. If anyone needs a DJ or anything up until the 13th, I am around. Would love to spin. Again, I was just spinning over at the homie's house for his birthday, Phil and Greg, so I could do whatever. Weddings, bar mitzvahs, bat mitzvahs, birthdays, just for fun or just whatever else, I can easily show up and start bumping the music. So thank you guys for listening, and let's get a rockin'.